Hey guys, Table here. Today we got to look at the new patch notes coming for World of Warships Legends. Going to be dropping next Monday on the 22nd, I believe. Before we get into that, though, I do want to give an update on the 10K subscribers giveaway festivities that are coming on. We're rapidly approaching that, so as soon as we hit that, next time I'm able to stream after we cross that threshold, assuming we ever do, that'll be the majority of the giveaways. The giveaways are going to be for subscribers. I got tier 4s, tier 5s, tier 6s, premiums, along with kind of ancillary prizes. So we'll be giving those to the subscribers of the YouTube channel, followers on Twitter, and members of the Discord. So those links will all be in the description of this video, along with the patch notes. The patch notes, I'm recording this video the night before. They finally gave us the patch notes to the community contributors ahead of time. So I can actually record this without getting up at the crack of dawn, but that means the patch notes aren't going to be available the minute this video is posted. I'll get the link on here as soon as I can get up and running tomorrow. Jumping into the update, this is going to be American-focused, USN, United States Navy focused. We got the campaign ship, Wichita, Tier 7 USN Heavy Cruiser. We can only assume it's going to be very strong based on the fact that every campaign ship lately has been easily the best ship in the game up to that point, so we'll see if that fits the pattern here. We do have light cruisers, American. Now, they did kind of tease that, I guess, on Monday, even though they kind of basically said it that they're coming. They are going to be early access, though, so we're going to have Tier 5 Dallas, Tier 6 Helena, Tier 7's Cleveland, but of course, early access Tier 7s are not available. So there's going to be new US-themed crates. You're going to have a chance to get the Dallas Helena in those. You're going to also have a chance to get the Boise Tier 6 Premium American Light Cruiser, and that ship is very strong if you know how to run that type of ship. So stay tuned or keep an eye out for that. Hopefully you can grab that in those crates. But again, if you don't get the ships in the crates, just hang tight. Next update, they'll be fully unlocked and available for everyone without spending any money. So I don't ever recommend spending money on those crates, although if you're dying to get the early access, don't let me stop you. New premiums, speaking of Americans, we got Tier 5 Destroyer, presumably a gunboat, Monaghan, USN. Tier 6 USN Cruiser, I'm 99% sure it's a light cruiser, Flint. Both of those are available for doubloons. And check your weather forecasts. Yep, that's right, golden showers every day. That's right. The Atlanta, 750,000 green XP, global XP. It's back. I think the Atlanta was the first ever campaign ship, and it was back when the campaigns actually took a little bit of skill, at least to get through without paying a bunch of money. So, I know a lot of you guys have joined the game since then, and I constantly get questions, when's the Atlanta going to be available for us? Now's the time. So save up that global XP, and you'll be splashing your opponents in the eye with those golden showers in no time. Finishing up the American aspect of this update, we're going to have a Tier 5 premium battleship, California, in the Bureau project. And each stage, leading up to the completion, you're going to get a new camo for American ships. Now, I think it's probably like the Stars and Stripes camo that you would see on the Kid or the Arizona for anyone that got those. But we got Pensacola, New Orleans, Baltimore, Dallas, Helena, Cleveland, so Tier 5 through 7 on both branches of the cruiser line. Iowa and the California can all get these Stars and Stripes permanent camos. So those would be pretty cool. Whether you want, and it says there's no end date in this for the Bureau project, so you don't have to drop everything you're doing. If you still want to be focusing on those legendary ships, don't feel like you need to jump on the boat and get these done. Speaking of Bureau, patrons are available now for all projects starting on the 22nd, so when the update drops. All unfinished project segments can now benefit from your commanders, but keep in mind that those commanders are specific to each segment and require a minimum of rank 4 up to rank 15 at later stages. So, this is kind of the theme of the Bureau. Yes, everyone can participate, but the further along you are, the faster your progress is going to be. So, those of us that are hoping for the legendary tier to be a competitive tier, I think that's another good sign. And frankly, I'm actually pretty pleased with the implementation of these bureaus. I know some people are antsy; they want the legendary ships now, but this we'll see how fast the patrons speed it up. I think it'll be significant as long as you got them leveled up enough to actually put the patrons in the research. But I would guess it's going to drop the research time down by at least a third and maybe more. So we'll see on Monday. Now the Warhammer, we've known about this for a little while here. We got Warhammer content, Warhammer 4000, I think it's called. Sorry, I'm not familiar with the game or whatever it is, but I know a lot of you guys are. I've been hearing from you guys who are pretty excited. We're going to get 2 new commanders and 2 new ships. The ships are kind of hybrids of Nagato type ships combined with more of American type aspects. We'll go into these ships in detail. I'm assuming we're going to get them as community contributors. And the commanders, I'm assuming again that we're going to get those. So I'm not going to go too deep into the details of those. Of course, if you check the patch notes, you'll get a little bit more info. But we'll be doing dedicated videos on those and what I think, if I think they're worth getting or not. I'll try and get those out probably Monday or Tuesday next week. We'll get them out as quick as possible so you guys can get my thoughts if that's something you're interested in. We're getting one step closer to being able to division with cross-platform. That's kind of the final step, it sounds like, and they're saying they're still working on that. But cross-platform voice chat is now available. So assuming you have your game set up so you can hear teammates on the comms, then you'll be able to hear both systems. So that'll be good for those of you interested in that. Kind of, me as a YouTuber, I'm kind of interested in being able to play with both systems because number one, I could potentially then play with viewers if I could figure out a good system to do so. But we could also stream with some of my Xbox counterparts, like Spartan, for instance. Most of you guys know him. I can't stream with him currently, so that would be interesting. So that's, the voice chat's coming cross-platform, and I don't think the ability to form divisions should be too much further off. Balance changes, this is going to please probably everyone. Chapayev armor dropped down to 26 millimeters, so it's no longer like entering in your God codes with the Chapayev. Let me read you what they said about the Amagi. Despite Amagi not losing much in the way of statistical success, her popularity took a big hit, and many players suggested that her accuracy was very unreliable. We didn't suggest that. We noted that. Sorry, I shouldn't be... There's no reason for me to be snarky. To compensate, we've narrowed her dispersion ellipse a little, which should bump up the hit rate for shells about 6.5%. So the Amagi has been restored. No, it doesn't have the God tier mobility that it had on launch, but I think I was not in the camp that said the Amagi was trash, but it definitely took a hit. But I think boosting the accuracy a little bit, which is what they're doing, should help that one. Richie has received a 50% increase to her turret HP. This has been done to give her a unique advantage over Jean Bart. They say, while Jean Bart receives more love from the player base. Yeah, that's not what I would call it. Anyway, I'm getting really, really snarky when it comes to this, so we'll leave it at that. Richie's turrets increased in terms of the HP. This is a huge one, especially for ranked. Premium ships no longer get the baked-in XP bonus, which was, frankly, pay to win at ranked. So that's good. That'll give you basically an incentive to play any ship in ranked, should you feel like subjecting yourself to that. But it won't... they're kind of tinkering exactly how the premiums bonuses are. They're trying to keep the bonuses still there, but they just don't want it to affect the ranked mode. So anyway, if you still have premium ships, you'll be getting the bonuses for running premiums, but not in ranked. It's not kind of like it was basically cheated in ranked, to be honest with you, but that's all right. They're still fiddling around with matchmaking. They're trying to balance the destroyers. Now they're moving whatever they did to tier 6, tier 7, they moved it down to tier 4, tier 5. They're happy with that. So they're basically trying to make the destroyers per side balanced. And A couple other oddball things here and there. The one that jumped out to me is they're no longer going to allow you to get credit for your Bureau daily missions when you are going AFK. So for those jackasses, hopefully none of you watching, but if you were, now's the time to switch the error of your ways. You can no longer ruin other people's games to just grind those missions. If you're short on time, play the AI. That's what I've been doing for these bureaus. Takes me about an hour a day to grind out all 3 current projects. Now, whether I want to keep up with that pace or not, we'll see going forward. But that's the quickest way to do it. You're almost guaranteed to win. I haven't lost a single AI match since the last update. So once you're hit a certain level of skill, they should be relatively easy. That way you're going to win them all, and they go very quickly because the AI commits suicide very rapidly, and that's the most efficient way to do it. So no longer are you going to be able to crap all over honest, hard-working players' games just to save yourself a couple minutes. Anyway, breaking down this update, there's a lot of interesting things, a lot of good things, but mainly what we're going to be seeing is the legendary tier finally in the game. I don't actually think the ships physically existed into the game until this upcoming update on Monday. I think that's why they limited the patrons, so that nobody could possibly get these ships unlocked. Now they're going to be physically in the game. Now you're going to start seeing them. First, the people that are boosting, as I'm boosting with the gold that Wargaming gave us to boost the first ship. But after that, people just grind them naturally. We'll start to see those too. And I think the patrons are going to speed up the research. So let me know what you guys think about the update. I'm excited about that. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing, especially if you want to be part of the giveaway. If you like the video, thumbs up. You guys know the goddamn drill.